piece of paper, ripped up and burned. I can't keep the window open for long, or the capsule will lose all its air. Now I seem to be breathing better. By heating this burned paper slightly, the letters that were written on it reappear, bright red. What I'm holding is the end of a letter Barbicane wrote. Discovering that our air supply would only be enough for one person, Nickel and I quickly agreed on what we would do. Together, we will undertake the grand journey into the other world. As for the trip to the moon, one of us alone will accomplish that, and my brave Ardent, that man shall be you. Courageous friends, they gave their lives for me.
When confronted with danger, real or imaginary differences couldn't prevent two representatives of the nation's elite from doing their duty. Without hesitation, Barbicane and Nickel decide to sacrifice themselves so that Michel Ardan might reach the moon.
Now I seem to be breathing better. Hey, here's the rooster I smuggled on board. I'd forgotten about him. I had hidden this handsome specimen of Gallinaceae under the bench to play a joke on Nickel and Barbicane. Once on the moon, I would have set the animal free outside the shell without saying anything to my friends. What a shock they would have had when they saw this terrestrial poultry perched on some lunar peak. Rooster, my friend, I see you got loose of the string got attached to your foot. Very good. There's no longer any reason for you to stay hidden since we're all alone on board.
The rifle shot scares the rooster that Michel Ardan had hidden in the shell. The frightened animal rips with his claws part of the letter Barbicane has in his hand. The paper catches fire when the frantic movements of the bird carry it above the gas burner.
This wine is surely excellent, but the death of my companions has also killed off my desire to drink. Maybe I'll allow myself a glass once I've landed on the surface of the moon. I'd better not touch this glass. I can smell a suspect bitterness mixed with the bouquet of the wine.
A dazzling flash attracts Ardan's attention. The explosion of a meteor reveals the hidden face of the moon. The meteor's passage has altered the shell's trajectory. At last, the projectile begins its descent to the lunar surface. Barbicane decides to die by gunshot, Nickel through poison. The two men offer themselves a last drink. Nickel pours cyanide into his glass. It's understood that Nickel will shoot Barbicane before lying down himself to wait for the poison to take effect. The sequence of events is entirely reconstructed. Michel Ardan has closed his investigation.
To land successfully, I have to ignite my retro rockets. With a bit of string, I could tie this blanket around my friend to serve as a shroud. Then I could abandon his body in the vacuum of space. If the ocean serves as a sailor's grave, it's only fitting that space be the tomb of an interplanetary traveler. Well, now I can throw the body into space. Well prepared, these compressed foods are rather tasty. I had to smash this barrel to open it.
Michel Ardan sends his friend's body into interplanetary space.
Well, now I can throw the body into space. Beyond this opening is just the vast emptiness of outer space. I could throw out everything that's cluttering up my capsule. I'm not going to throw that out. Something tells me it just might come in handy again. I'm not going to throw that out. Something tells me it just might come in handy again. I'm not going to throw that out.
Ardent has successfully lowered his speed. He sets down in the middle of the mountains in a cirque where the ground is covered with a strange blue snow. The shell slides and rolls down the slope of a glacier. This uncomfortable descent luckily comes to a halt just on the brink of a precipice. Outside, all is dark and quiet. It's still night at the foot of this mountain range, but lunar dawn will soon break. Ardent opens the door of the shell, closes it again right away. There's no air outside. So, does the moon not have an atmosphere? Ardent can't believe it. He didn't take a long trip like this to stay cooped up in an aluminum prison. But now the first rays of the sun arrive at the foot of the mountains. The blue snow starts to melt. For that matter, is it really snow that's boiling this way? No, it's solidified air which is defrosting in the heat of the day. While the atmosphere covers the ground with a denser and denser cloak, vegetation sprouts and grows at an extraordinary speed.
I should be able to go out now. This little wine is wonderful. Nothing like a nice glass of water to clean the stomach. The shock of the landing has made my instruments unreliable. I've got to open soon to ventilate. The machines that renew the oxygen are out of order, and I'll suffocate if I leave the door closed too long. Hooray! The moon is mine! I think I'll explore this crater where chance has cast me. Then I'll try to climb the surrounding mountains. Incredible brightly colored plants, diffuse light, pungent odors. What a vision! This is stranger than any poet's wildest dream. This is the stone that stopped my shell right at the edge of the precipice. It looks as if it were sculpted. Could there be intelligent life on the moon? What's that I hear? An insect? Where did that blasted bug go? I can't hear it anymore. A lunar fruit. Is it good to eat? I'd really like to taste it.